Welcome. You're watching the Day Trading Options Daily Review for July 16th, 2015. I'm Scott. He's Alan. This is the 10% in 10 minutes, a lot better than you'll get at the bank. And in fact, Alan and I were just talking before we went on the air a couple days ago when he was saying, yeah, there's a multi-billionaire who trades and he does not buy a house because he would rather take the money that he would have tied up in the house and trade it. So even in places like Vancouver, which is going up, 5, 6, 7, 8% a year, what would happen if you could go up 5, 6, 7, 8% a day, or even better? Interesting thought. And with that, Alan, let's take a look at July 16th. Were we able to make 10% in 10 minutes?
Well, I'm pretty sure. Well, I know we did, actually. And why I was saying that is that this was one of the slower days. And again, the system tells you, hey, by the way, go easy on the trading because it's not great. And Peter Schiff is the fellow that, so people can always verify. We like things that you can verify. So there you go. Peter Schiff is the fellow.
Thank you.
Here we're looking at Goldman Sachs, and it's 10:35, and you can see we've got color here, we've got volume for the stock, the market's red. So we're getting near a previous low for the stock. It started up that way and was heading down back to it. So, we should be able to get back to the previous low, which was also the open, because it was a gap on this stock. And gaps you have to treat a little bit different. But we're just going to go ahead now. I bought the put already, so I'm going to just move forward 1 minute. And it hasn't really done anything. You can see that the volume, because we use the wide candles, is on. And oh yeah, we have something here in the system. Let me just put that on for you guys. Is you can actually have prices on the right side as well, and there's room for that. So we're just going to make that a little bit narrower, but you can see that the prices are there on both sides. We'll get rid of all that now. So we haven't lost money. We've made a little bit, but we're looking for down here. The market is still with us, so we're going to go forward another minute. So there we are. We're still at our 2%, so we haven't really done anything, but it's still in our favor. The market is moving our way. So we're just waiting for it. Now it's another minute. It's a little bit more our way. A little bit of pullback, flutter. This is all normal stuff. That's why the replay tells you, practice is that way you get used to it. Another minute. Well, now we're at 8% profit. So we're thinking that it's going to get to at least the bottom of this candle or bottom of that, touch the previous low. It doesn't take much. And all we're looking for is little bursts of profit. And there is another 1 minute candle, and it just bashed right down. It gave up. You can see how it was hanging on, and then boom, it moved. The market does that kind of thing quite often. So we're just going to say, yeah, I like it. Thanks for the profit. Does it keep going or not? Well, that's the beauty of playing with a replay. However, rather than look for the home runs, where we talked to a person using the program today, and he says, I've tried making the longer profits and I'm just not good at it yet. And truthfully, the fellow's been at it for 2-3 months practicing, and he's actually trading real money and he's doing pretty good, but he's finding that the longer trades are harder, and that's just how it is. You start out with your base runs, you take your small profits, you just keep doing that. That's why we show you this stuff. Is just keep going for the easy ones, the bursts of profit. So here's another one that's a setup. You can see it's very similar. The market's red. We have volume. Is it a perfect setup? No, but it's pretty good. And we're looking for it to continue running down because the market seems to be red. And we've got signal. So I already hit the buy on the put. We're going to go forward 1 minute. And so we're up 8% in 1 minute. And you can see the tail on this candle means we probably would have got our 10% and automatically taken out. I'm going to go forward 1 more minute, and you can see we're at 17%. And we would want to get out before 9:45 because often, not always, the market turns around at 9:45. So we'll hit the sell, Does it keep going? Well, here's your curiosity. Yes, it does. How do you know the difference between a good one and a bad one? That takes more experience. And the point is, just get paid. We're going to go look at another trade here in the afternoon. At this stage, the market is, you can tell with the indicators up here that it's going green, that it prefers green, that, it says green is a better trade for this stock if you can get one. And generally things are great, or I should say at least good. You're above yesterday's high. So it's all sitting there ready to go. So I hit the buy already on the call. I'm going to go forward. Remember, this is afternoon. It doesn't move quite as fast. But we've got good volume down here for this stock today. So we're going to go forward 1 minute, and we're at break even still. 2 minutes, still kind of hovering. Break 3 minutes, 3% now, 6%. And I'm going to go for another couple minutes, 7%, 8%. You see how it just, it doesn't like just slamming hard one way or the other. It's just moving up nice and gradually. So, now it's at 14%. It might keep going, but what we like to tell people is, and what that other trader I was just telling you about, is he's being wise about it. He's gonna just take the profits, get paid, and then go do the next thing. Because really, if you can make 10% a day, which we know you can, and he knows he can. And he asked us a really great question. Remember that, Scott? He was saying, are you guys going to keep sticking around for the next bunch of years? Because I'm planning on using this as my retirement tool. Did I quote him properly on that?
He wanted to use this to replace his income, actually.
Yeah, okay.
And we said, well, we've been working at this for, you've been working at it 12 years, and I've been hanging around for probably 8. And we're finally so excited about where we've taken this to and how successful everyone's being with it that we're not planning on going away.
Yeah, especially when it took so long to build. And now that it's, repeatable success with lots of people, proving that it works. Yeah, I waited a long time, both of us, to be at this stage. So, yeah, we're going to be here a long time because we've proven that it worked. We're not a flash in the pan start, so we're not going to be a flash fizzle because we're selling quality here. That's why it took so long to make this, is we didn't want to promote anything that didn't work.
And we're still continuing to improve it with
yes.
having the prices on the right as well as on the left, and these are just things that we're making the program so that it can fit into your personality too. You may not like green, you can change it. You may not like orange, you can change it. So you may not like thick candles, you can change it. So
yeah, like that was just more of the stuff. There's people out there that like the hollow candles, and they don't like green and red. And it's like, well, okay, well, would you like black candles? Black, so I can click there, and you want black on those ones. It's like, yeah, go ahead, do what you like. Oh, and I like the background to be, whatever. So you can go psychedelic.
Mild.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go back to my norm. But yeah, you can do all these kinds of things, and if you don't even like candlesticks, you got tick bars here. So it's just that, again, we get feedback from people that says, well, could you? Yeah, well, we'll definitely look at doing that. So, like here, more room on the left so you can see your prices. I mean, that was actually your suggestion, Scott. It's like, yeah. I don't like the thing over top. Well, great, move it. Anyways, so that's it for today. Is we had in 6 minutes, we had 24%. You remember that rundown, that quick burst, because it was holding on, and then all of a sudden it just went for it. And then we had Netflix in 2 minutes, 17%, and Google. That was one of those later in the day trades, and yeah, they take longer. That's just the way it's always been most of the time. There are exceptions, but most of the time it just takes a longer time to make that same money in the afternoon.
Perfect. Thanks, Alan. All right, so there you go, 10% in 10 minutes or less. We've got lots of videos showing you the same thing over and over and over again. Make sure you subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. You don't want to miss an exciting episode. Plus, in the descriptions, we have coupons for our 3 courses. One's an introductory course, like what is a call, what is an option, what is a put, all that sort of good stuff. The second course goes through the Waves of Profit software, shows you exactly how to work it, and Alan shares with you this strategy that we keep showing you working over and over and over again. And then we have a third course, which our amazing coach, Stephen Wright, teaches, and he shows you his cornerstone method for making sure that all of your trades are as successful as they can possibly be. So we hopeful, and then when you do these courses, you get a free month of the program, so you can try it out for yourself, see how it works, get to know us, and hopefully start making some money and getting out of the rat race. That's our goals. We're here to help people get out of the rat race, and we like being out of it, and we think you will too. So thanks for joining us, everybody, and stay tuned for our next show, and it'll be coming up real soon. Bye-bye.